Hello. Let's go ahead and get started. We have our common carotid artery, carotid sinus, internal carotid, external carotid, superior thyroid artery, superior thyroid vein. Then we've got our lingual artery, lingual vein, our ascending pharyngeal artery, facial artery, facial vein, facial artery is going to be our maxillary artery, maxillary vein. We've got our superficial temporal artery, superficial temporal vein, postauricular artery, postauricular vein, occipital artery, occipital vein going into the external jugular, I believe, external jugular, internal jugular, and this is going to be our anterior jugular veins. And we've got our thyroid. Tongue, got our lingual vein, and this would be the dorsal surface, and this would be the ventral surface. So it's there, so it's on the right side. Over here, we've got our mesenteric artery, facial vein, and then we've got our mental vein, mental artery, inferior labial vein, inferior labial artery. Coming over here, we've got our maxillary vein, maxillary artery, and this is going to be our inferior alveolar vein, inferior alveolar artery, incisive arteries, and then these two, this one's going to be our pterygoid artery, and then our buccal artery. Then we've got our mylohyoid artery, facial artery again, and submandibular artery, ascending palatine artery. Then we've got our submental artery coming into our retromandibular veins. Sorry, that was a submental vein. And over here we have some glands. We've got our parotid gland into our Stenson duct. We've got the submandibular gland into Wharton's duct, and our sublingual gland into the Bartholin's ducts over there. Nice. Now on this guy, we've got our supraorbital vein coming into our angular vein, angular artery. We have our ophthalmic artery, ophthalmic veins, our infraorbital vein popping out right over there, and then we have our superior labial vein, superior labial artery, and then we have our ASA, our MSA, and our PSA in there. And then we also have our sphenopalatine artery. Sorry, not sphenopalatine. No, yeah, I got that right. Sphenopalatine artery, and then our descending palatine artery. We've got our emissary veins, our pterygoid venous plexus, and then our PSA vein, and then our deep facial vein as well. Coming into our deep temporal arteries, middle temporal artery, and superficial temporal artery with the frontal and parietal branches, and we also have our superficial temporal vein over there. Here we have our middle meningeal artery, and on the palate we have our nasopalatine artery, greater palatine artery, and lesser palatine artery, and then our postauricular artery and occipital artery. That was it. Thanks for watching. Have a good night or good day, whatever.